next doggie cupcake, we're going to make a schnauzer. And again, I'm going to have us be prepared and have our little accents done ahead of time. Do his tongue first, starburst. And for his nose, I'm using Tootsie Roll again here. I'm going to give this doggie more of a triangle nose. And you could use a little triangle cutter if that made it easier for you too. I just choose to do it by hand. Or a little heart would also be cute. And then for this doggie, we're going to use the Tootsie Roll and use it like fondant and cut out little circles. I have here a tip 12. Again, it's totally up to you what size you'd like. Depends on the doggie. And then we're going to do his little ears. Now he has little pointy little triangle ears. I have some broken, just so happen to be broken, but it's a good way to use them, graham crackers. I have a really sharp knife, and I'm just going to kind of teeter-totter back on there, kind of just really light. If you just start cutting it like you're going to cut a tomato or something, they'll just break all over the place. They'll probably break a couple times, so make sure you have extras. Like this one here, we could still salvage this one and make it. So you may want to score it first and then kind of gently push down. They don't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it. So to start off with, we're going to use a dark gray as our foundation and just kind of do a circle motion and then just smooth it out. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it right up. I'm going to just use buttercream today. For his nose, we're going to start with his snout first, and I'm going to use white. I have a tip number 6. It can be bigger or smaller, it's completely up to you. And it's a straight tip. Starting about the middle of the cupcake, and come straight down, and kind of pull the end so it kind of has a point. And different lengths is perfectly fine because no hairs grow exactly the same rate. And you can just fill it in on a couple, make some layers. Actually, before I do the next layer, I'm going to take my tongue and put it in there. It's always good to put the mouth to the tongue first, so the hairs kind of grow over. So you can see how it's starting to look like a little schnauzer. Now we already have our variegated colors from another cupcake. We have the gray and the white together. We're going to do the same thing as we did with this white, but just on each side. Turn your bag if you need to, if it's too light. Place his little nose. For his eyes, we're just going to make little circles with the same tip we used with this one here. Squeeze, take our little discs that we made, take our cookies. You can also, when you make your cookies, instead of make them look like a triangle, you can make them have a little point so they stick in a little better. And this is white, number 6. I'm going to do the inside of his ears first, just a back and forth motion. And again, the tip number 8 that I used on his mouth for the 2 colors. And there we have our little schnauzer.